Hey guys. So I play Minecraft when I'm not playing Destiny, as some of you guys know. And I'm here in my single player world of MC Eternal. And some stuff has happened. It's happened. It's I don't know. I I don't really know how to tell you guys other than I I'll just show you. So it's Sunday night, okay? And instead of making my YouTube video for the Destiny stuff, I procrastinated by playing some Minecraft because this is what I do sometimes. Anyway, I've decided I'm going to build a sugarcane farm. I have my inventory ready with all the pistons and the hoppers and the observers and some redstone, all the things that I need to make my sugarcane. However, I didn't have enough glass, so I threw some sand in the smeltery and then went outside to scope out where I want to put my little farm and also to tear down a bit of the hill and stuff, right? So the reason why I'm doing this is because I have a little fishery set up and you can fish up a lot of enchanted books. Well, you can get different like machines in modded Minecraft, and one of them will you can set up some automation to extract the enchantments into their own individual books. And so I wanted to set something like that up. My friend had done it on our community server and I wanted to try it out here. So first things first, I need a lot of books, and to get a lot of books I need a lot of paper, which means sugarcane farm. And there's a little bit of sugarcane you can see in the distance there that grows behind my house, but I'm gonna need more. So I was gonna plant, a little bit of sugarcane, and yeah. So after I fix the hill, I decide I'm gonna torch it up because it's getting nighttime, and I don't want mobs to spawn and stuff. And this pack has a lot of different mobs and stuff that spawn, and it's kind of yucky. Then all of a sudden my dog was here. What are you doing here, Bark Spawn? Such a good puppy. Although, did I accidentally click on you? How come you're outside the house? Literally what I'm thinking. So I escort him back into the house. You can see here I'm waiting for him to come in. So, come in the door, and I close the door behind him, and then, I go around the corner, and holy hell, my house is on fire. My house. I built this house on stream. All right, I might have done this wrong, guys. Maybe not. All right, bouncy boots. Hell yeah. Also, slime boots are very important for building. If you're building, because they help you do bouncy stuff. Also, scaffolding is important. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Because, it's good. Look at it. I gotta do that other piece. I really had no idea how the fire started. I mean, I had just been outside. It wasn't thunder and lightning. There was no lightning strike or anything. In the community server that I talked about earlier briefly, I have lost my barn and stuff that I'd set up to lightning strikes, and my power system. Actually, lightning would come and destroy it all. But it never really, my house didn't catch on fire, or any of my major buildings or anything like that. So I didn't know really what this was, and I'm not even sure that fire spread was on the other servers that I've ever played on. But yeah, so I used some water. I get some bucket of water out of my inventory. It's always good to have buckets of things lying around, as I'm noticing. And the upstairs is on fire, but let's go downstairs and find out what this is. And I have no idea what this liquid is on the floor. Is it melting the stone? No clue. But oh my god, my dog follows me downstairs and almost dies. So I'm panic trying to heal the dog, and he's just he's trying to hide. I should be able to dump water on him maybe, but then I miss. But anyway, I need to get inside and figure out what's going on. At this point, I'm freaking out because I don't know if my stuff is burned up. MC Eternal is not an easy mod pack to start, and this is not my first base that I've had, and I've already lost all of my stuff a couple of times, so starting over kind of sucks, right? I have a revenge list, but look at those crates, those storage crates, that's all of my stuff, right? I don't have storage system yet. Everything is in those crates, and it's linked to just a simple storage solution, but it's all there. So I'm pouring water, right? Because water worked upstairs, kind of, maybe. At least I got some of the fire out upstairs, but so maybe if I just pour it higher up, I'm thinking I'll get better coverage. It'll get rid of the fire. How do I fix this? All the while trying to figure out, what's going on. And Yeah, but at least I learned that you can dump water and then pick the source block up. And then my dog is standing in the fire again. So what do? I throw water on him. That's great, but it pushes him into the fire because, yes. So poor Bark Spawn. He's so sad at this point. Look how bloody he is. I use water to kind of push him away from the fire this time, and he has like legitimately half a heart. And you know, that makes me feel really sad because I don't want to kill this dog. And this dog has been with me, you know, since the early days. I actually lost him in a dungeon, and I died and spawned way far away. And then I thought he was dead because he looked like this. But eventually one day I was just wandering around and suddenly he was there with me. I guess I got close enough to him that he spawned back into me. And yeah, so Bark Spawn and I go way back. I don't want to lose him again, right? Definitely don't want to kill him because, you know, it makes me feel bad. He's such a good dog. I mean, he warned me about the fire. He teleported out to me to tell me, hey, there's something going on in the house. Maybe you need to go home. So after fighting with the water a little bit more, I finally decide to like give up on the water, right? And I don't remember if I just gave up on the water because I was thinking about it or what the problem was exactly, but I gave it a few more tries. But eventually here you'll see that I do give up on the water. The water clearly isn't working, right? It's not putting this fire out. And I don't know enough about Minecraft Fire to really know why the water wasn't working. Right? And it's still at this point, I hadn't figured out yet what started the fire, right? For people that might have been like, I don't know, who might know Minecraft a little bit, what started the fire was molten glass. So I had put sand in my smeltery before I went outside, and the pipe blew up because it wasn't a hardened pipe. It was just a regular fluid duct. It wasn't a hardened fluid duct. And so it exploded and caused this massive fire. As you can see here, I have now discovered that dirt blocks will smother the fire. So I'm going around putting dirt on things, trying to save stuff. And it kind of dawns on me that my chests and things don't seem to be burning because my inventory table was covered with fire and it still let me try to like query things. So the panic is a little less at this point. It's just like all of my house is gonna burn down, and I know that there's fire upstairs still happening. So I go through and I smother this fire. Yeah, and I don't know if my forge is broken, like is my smeltery broken. At this point I don't really care because, you know, it kind of serves me right. When I was playing NC Eternal on the community server, I was a lot further ahead, so I just naturally had upgraded all of my pipes to, you know, ones that are faster and allowed for, you know, higher temperatures and stuff. So this wasn't even a thought for me when I did this originally. So it wasn't even a thought for me when I did it this time. I just used whatever fluid pipes I could, right? So anyway, I have now, you'll be happy to know, I have upgraded that to a hardened pipe. I need to do the other one still as well so that I can do ingots as well as blocks. But yeah. So with the fire safely out downstairs, it doesn't look like I'm going to be creating new fire, and all the molten glass, which is what I assume was on the floor, is gone. It's time for me to head back upstairs and see if I can put out the rest of the fire. Oh, my floor is almost gone. Like, there's not much left. It's just a disaster. I go up through the fire to look at my next level. The next level is not looking as bad as the downstairs, but all of my bookshelves, which surrounded my table, are gone. My enchanting table. So all my bookshelves are gone, which is, you know, what originally started this was I was making paper so I could make books. Not necessarily for bookshelves, but, you know, books. So yeah, that sugarcane farm turned out to be a very costly thing because this whole section of my house is gone. That used to have like a tower on it with windows and stuff. The whole upstairs, the entire roof, almost gone. And so right now I'm in the attic or the loft, which I just put some garden cloches in. Thankfully, they're still there, as you can tell. It doesn't look like the fire kills much of the items. Maybe someone could tell me in the comments. I could probably Google it too. But yeah, what fire story? Do you guys have any fire stories with Minecraft or any fire stories in general? If you want to leave me a comment, tell me a story about you and fire. Hopefully not one where you, like, you know, major things happen where people died or anything. But yeah, my neighbor's house caught on fire one time while they were away in Florida. And I had to stand out with the garden hose and spray down the side of my dad's house because our house was kind of close until the fire department got there. We lived in the country. Fire department came and then everything was fine. And they also hosed down the house with the bigger hose, of course, but just to make sure it wasn't going to spread to our house. But yeah, it was some kind of an electrical fire over there. This, however, we'll call this the Great Smeltery Fire of 2021. And I eventually do put out all of the fire. I didn't die, but I was thankful that I had made my squid ring earlier in the day so that it made floating around a little bit easier. And jumping with my slime boots, definitely necessary. And yeah, if this had been in survival, like on vanilla, it is survival, but if it had been in like vanilla, I don't know what I would have done. I guess I'd just sit there and let it go. I have a house that's very similar to this one on my friend's server, but luckily only the top level's made of wood. The rest of it, including the roof, is made of stone. Nether stone, in fact, like nether brick. So it should be fine. But yeah, anyway, I eventually got the fire out, and yeah, that's how it goes. But here's a couple pictures of what the house looked like when it was all finished before the fire, and then what it looked like after the fire. It's quite sad. But anyways, that's it for this video. I mean, you got to look at the picture still, but if you liked it, you can share it. You can subscribe if you want. You can do all the YouTube-y things. If you want to come check out when I'm live. Sometimes I play Minecraft, but most of the time I play Destiny 2. I'm live on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/pStabs. And I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Anyways, guys, thanks for letting me do a Minecraft video. I'll talk to everybody later. Good night.